So I grew up knowing about Jesus, about the Lord. I knew what Jesus had done for me. I was a very rebellious young lady, and actually a very violent young lady. I used to fight a lot. And so even though I was raised in a Christian home, I met Jesus at about the age of 16. And he just changed my life. I was getting into more and more trouble, to the point where I'd actually held someone up at gunpoint. In my anger, I was a very angry youth, and I knew I wasn't happy, and I knew I was in trouble. And I had the most wonderful set of teachers, and the headmaster of the high school that I was going to was a Christian man. And he used to pray with me and spend a lot of time talking to me, and I decided I wanted to give my heart to the Lord and become a real Christian, as I called it back then, someone who followed Jesus fully. And so I just did a complete 180 through the power of the Spirit in my life, and he just changed my total life. I was no longer violent. I no longer had the desire to fight, and I wanted to embrace and love people rather than hurt them. So that was the beginning of God's amazing work in my life, and that's just continued all through my life. God is so good, and he's just been working with me my whole life, and teaching me his ways, teaching me his way of doing things, as opposed to the world's way of doing things. You know, God is so amazingly good. I think sometimes we don't realise how good he is, and how enormous his love is, and how life-changing his love is. And he is so giving. You know, God always gives. And when I look back at what he has done for me, to take me from a very angry, rebellious young lady who was very violent, to a mother of 5 incredible children with a wonderful husband, but more than that, a close relationship, with the God of the universe. I am just so amazed continually at the richness of his grace and his mercy, and there's nothing too great for God to cover. There's nothing that you can do, that we could do, that would ever have him say, no, that's too much. His grace is so abundant. It covers everything, and his love is so amazing. And when you do taste of him, you want more. It's not enough. You want more and more of him. And that's how he's led me. He's just drawn me closer to him, which was a desire of my heart. Yeah.